My name is Heather Alexander. I am an assistant professor in the Department of Biological Sciences here at UTB, and I just started last year, so I've been here a little bit over a year. So I am a plant and ecosystem ecologist, so I'm interested in understanding how plants respond to changes in their environment, and in turn how changes in plant communities influence the ability of ecosystems to function properly. So right now I have a grant that's funded by the National Science Foundation. This is a large collaborative grant with other researchers at the University of Florida, Colgate University, and Woods Hole Research Center. It's from 2014 to 2017, and so our plan is to return to Siberia every summer during that time period. It provides the resources to train undergraduate and graduate researchers, and so every summer that I'm going, I'm bringing at least one master's student and one undergraduate, hopefully two. And I think these hands-on experiences in the field are essential for their development as scientists. So the research center is located in far northeastern Siberia in a small town called Cherski. And this center is run by the Russian Academy of Sciences. And so there are several Russian scientists there who run the station but also conduct research. Carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas. So if you're emitting more carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, you could potentially be accentuating climate warming. And so it's sort of a vicious cycle. So the climate becomes warmer and drier, you create these bigger fires. In Alaska and Siberia, they're burning, millions of acres. And so my research is really trying to understand the implications of that cycle. So the process of fires burning, putting CO2 in the atmosphere, but really looking at how forests are recovering after those fires. And that's an important piece of the puzzle because plants take up CO2 for photosynthesis. And so the more plants take up CO2 for photosynthesis and put it into their biomass, the less vicious that cycle. Boreal forests burn naturally every 150 to 200 years. These fires are ignited by lightning during the growing season. But what has happened is that as climate warms and dries, fires are occurring more often, they're becoming more frequent and more severe. And ecosystems are responding to that, shifting from low-density stands to high-density stands, and with consequences for animals and the underlying soils and their ability to insulate frozen ground. And so there's a lot of different changes that can happen as humans sort of influence natural disturbance regimes in ecosystems and then causing those ecosystems to totally shift from one plant community to the next. And the reason that I got involved with this is that this is a really very important question with regards to how our climate is changing, because fires burn vegetation, they burn soils, and when they do burn, they emit a lot of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. And we need to be able to understand the consequences of these changes that we're causing as humans, because we might want to mitigate some unintended effects that happen. And then we also need to be able to predict what is going to happen in the absence of restoration activities that are able to put these systems back to their natural state.